This video popped up in my algorithm and I thought it was fitting because I'm about to make my own video on AI. But shout out to Noctapus. Never seen you before. You are a very cool creator from what I've seen from a little bit of this video so far. And just wanted to say we're going old school with this because I said it back in the day, but just out of respect for creators out there making videos like this and throwing them together. If you want me to take down my video, I definitely do not mind. Thank you guys for tapping in the frequency. I had a brain fart right there. I had to have my chip activate. No, I'm just joking. Oh my gosh. Dude, we're getting closer and closer to the day and age where people will literally straight up have brain chips. Actually, fun fact, a math professor, whatever, that I had back in high school had a brother that had a lot of money to get a chip implanted that helped him do math. Don't know if the story was ever true, but just know that was back in 2014. So I can only imagine what people are walking around with now. But fitting since we're talking about AI, technology, and all that stuff. So anyways, remember, thank you for tapping the frequency. Remember to be your authentic self. Remember to love yourself. Don't step on anybody else's toes, but definitely be your authentic self. And let's hop in. There's also a comment I want to talk about at the very start of this video, but all right, let's go. So this comment right here, we're going to get this going. I'm going to move right here. Take a look at this from Larry. Watch Mojo was also torn apart for using an AI script about Grand Theft Auto facts a few weeks ago, especially as a lot of the facts were completely nonsense, total gibberish from the script that the narrator took as gospel. But I have no idea why YouTube is encouraging this slop. It'll just push actual talented creators away or force them into pumping out AI generated trash to have any chance of competing. I don't know why I read that like that. Sorry, just got off of another video that I did with Vara Dark and the Borderlands video because I am not buying Borderlands 4. Not right now, but that's for another video. And what I want to say is, yeah, man, I agree. I thought YouTube put out a statement saying that they were cracking down on people using AI in their videos, or like if specified or something, they're taking away revenue from people using it. Since, I mean, of course, when it starts hurting pockets, if AI faked videos and everything are getting extreme amounts of revenue, that's not really good. But I mean, hey, let's get into this video though. Enough yapping from me.
You watching a fully automated. What if I told you the chances of you watching a fully automated video made by robots in the last year was almost 100%? That stat isn't real, I actually just made it up. But what is real is that there is a growing empire of new channels that have little to almost no human touch at all, and they're fooling millions of unaware people like me. Before we get into the good stuff, it's important for you to understand where I'm coming from. You see, about a week ago, I was looking at my YouTube studio, and I noticed a video essay in my Trends tab by Renkai Games. And when I was first looking at it, the channel looks fairly new. And hey, good on you, Renkai, for getting 30K views on a video already. That's a hard achievement for a lot of people. And just, listen to it, it sounds pretty normal.
Think Square Enix forgot how to make great RPGs? You're not alone. But here's the twist. They've been dropping some amazing games lately, and almost
just a nerdy guy, kind of has the IGN reviewer cadence reading out a generic list of games. That's what it seems like, but honestly,
it sounded a little bit odd in the beginning.
At all.
I don't know.
You're wrong.
There's a creative side hustle almost nobody.
The intro of that video, I'm not sure sounded proper. It was like think Square Enix, so I'm not sure, but it did sound odd. But you know what's funny? I found that a lot of videos that sound like that kind of is my first red flag now, because there are a lot of videos that are coming out now that have that same like AI voice. I'm assuming, is that AI voice or what? I guess, Noctapus will fill it
down to find out what this channel really was is the description. If you've been on the internet for the past, I don't know, 5-ish years, it's pretty easy to tell when something was shit out by ChatGPT. It always has this weird like listing approach, throws in some emojis, the classic M-dash that listen, some of you yelled at me before. I guarantee that 90% of the population doesn't even know how to type
wants to talk shit. You soggy little bastard. You want to come at me over
oh, the shiny cheeks on the on his sprite.
You think you're funny because you've got 8?
Sorry. That's hardly where this stops though, because my editor, who was in a Discord call with me at the time, mentioned the game in the thumbnail isn't actually a Square Enix game. And on closer inspection, it's not actually a game at all. It doesn't exist. It's been AI generated. So they got me thinking.
The footage of the game.
The description is AI, the thumbnail's
Crazy.
AI, and let's be honest, all of these titles are also AI. So what about the video itself? Now listen carefully for a minute.
With its haunting atmosphere, fusion system, and the unforgettable appearance of Dante from Devil May Cry, this game became a cult legend.
Come on now. Come on now. With Dante from Devil May Cry. Come on now.
Devil May Cry?
There wasn't even a from. With Dante, Devil. Wait, hold on. I might be tripping.
Cry? Unforgettable appearance of Dante from Devil May
Oh,
Cry?
there was a from. Why am I tripping? I think I'm losing brain cells listening to this stuff. Dante from Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry? This game became a cult legend.
This script, this generic list of games, the voice reading it, it's all generated by AI. The whole thing.
fucking
This
crazy.
entire channel is AI. The only thing that probably isn't, I guess, is the game trailers playing in the background, but that's pretty much it. All right, it's one channel, so what? I know, but it's not, because while I was putting this in a video for my second channel, someone linked me to a video from a YouTuber named Cashapp, who showed a channel that actually blew my mind. I'm not going to go over everything that's in Cashapp's video. I think it's great. I'll link it in the description, so go give it a watch after this. But I will go over Sage Gaming, which kind of looks like Renkai Gaming's twin brother. Yellow text on the thumbnails, AI gen.
Damn, they're getting a ton of views. How did PS2 pull this off? 654,000, 330,000. All AI, huh? Damn.
Generated game screenshots, and listen to the voice.
What if I told you there's a game so insanely realistic, it made players feel sick? No joke. These graphics...
I actually went on 11
Oh, you
Labs,
can
which is
tell all
an
this
AI
is
voice
AI.
cloning thing, and I found this voice in like 5 minutes. It's named Liam. It's under their default voices.
What if I told you there's a game so insanely realistic, it made players feel sick? What if I told you there's a game so insanely realistic, it made players feel sick?
But this is a channel with hundreds of millions of views, and honestly, while some of these might be bot comments, there seems to be a lot of real people who aren't aware that they're listening to an audiobook by ChatGPT. Also, a lot of YouTubers do this thing I'm about to say, so it's not a huge deal. I just think it's funny that the very first video that they ever made has this pinned comment with multiple affiliate links. I'm not surprised, but, you know, hey, they're getting their bag.
No.
So there are bots in the gaming niche, but this somehow gets even crazier if you can believe it. A lot of comments under my last video covering this mentioned that this is not just happening in gaming, but a lot of other video niches as well. So I checked out a few that they linked me, and oh my god, it is rampant. It is rampant. This is Sleepless Historian. This is a channel with a British guy narrator who narrates.
Whoa, bro. 1.2 million, 600. Whoa. All of the images are literally AI generated. Hang on. Sleepless Historian. So it's like a mock of Internet Historian. Imagine if this was Internet Historian and he had this channel on the side, but no one knew. That'd be fucking crazy.
Narrator
I'm
who
not
narrates stories from history.
Conspiracy
Just
theory.
relaxing, soothing European accent. Here, I'll just play a little bit of the audio for you.
Not through her survival, but through her indelible impact on history. By the early 1770s, the American colony...
So if you didn't hear that, I mean, it's pretty obvious that this whole channel is just AI slop. And if for some reason you still don't believe me and you're giving these guys credit, this is a video of a guy literally going over the entire process on how he made a ton of Sleepless Historian channels and how you can do it too. Literally the whole process.
I'm going to show you how to do the same. Just like this YouTube channel has made $3,400 in June alone. This is June of 2025.
But if anything, I'm sure nothing can go wrong. You know, people.
You know, you want to say, like, okay, get your bag. I can see it on that perspective. But man, this is so harmful for creatives, bro. This is why it's such a double-edged sword. And also, AI generation with the whole taking up resources like the Matrix movie. Like, what was it using? Like clean water or something like that for every generation? It's like, burning so much water to keep the processes cool. Oh man, dude, this is quite an era we are walking into. Can't believe I'm alive to see it. Sometimes I think about, why did I incarnate on Earth at this time? Did I come here for a certain reason? Not really sure. My stepdad likes to remind me all the time that he's on the way out soon with everything going on in the world. And damn, how lucky. Now this is man, $3,000 plus in June alone.
Learning history from robots being retold over and over.
Elon Musk's Grok is going off the rails and referring to itself as a mecha Hitler.
Imagine bringing your side project to life.
Grok is going off the rails? What? I'm not on Twitter, thankfully, so I don't really know. Like, I have Twitter, of course, and I interact with, indie devs or whatever I have to do at the time, or, people who request videos. But other than that, I leave it alone. So he's just...
By the way, there are hundreds of these sleeper boring history channels. I was going to do a list of all of these channels, but I learned that there's like hundreds of them.
Of course, because they're trying to all profit.
I'm sorry. If you want to look for it, go ahead. Some of you, though, might be wondering, how is this even allowed? And a while back, YouTube actually took a stance on if you have to disclose the use of AI or not. I looked through the TOS again, and it actually seems like a lot of these channels are not breaking the rules. YouTube is very specific on if you're using AI to create real people or places. Otherwise, it's kind of just a free game to do whatever you want. Actually, YouTube actively encourages the use of AI thumbnails, titles, even writes scripts and outlines for you now in the YouTube studio. So it seems like they're actively trying to promote the use of Gen AI tools, at the very least on their platform. I want to clarify something here. I'm not trying to make this video as a call to arms or anything. Yes, I've used AI voices for Kana. Kana, the chat wants to know how multilingual you are, so can you please say a poem in Spanish?
Oh, Noctapus, tell the chat that I'm not here to recite poetry like some fancy bard. But fine, just this once. Roses are red, violets are blue. No hablo español, so fuck you.
The girl you see in my streams. So if you want to call me a hypocrite, whatever, it's fine. Take it to Twitter. It just feels like that every day someone's trying to suck the human aspect out of content creation as much as possible. And not only is that so insane I had to make a video, but thinking about it, not disclosing that feels a little disingenuous. I know AI isn't going anywhere. But there's a point where, as most people have said, it stops being a tool and turns into a money-making scheme at the expense of trying to trick the average person. Personally, I hope YouTube tightens the rules around channels like this, but honestly, at this point, given how they treat AI, who knows? I have no idea.
Were you surprised when he proposed to you?
It was a beautiful and unexpected moment that truly touched my heart. It's a memory I'll always cherish.
At that point, I felt like, is there something that I'm not doing right in our relationship?
Oh,
if you don't care and you want to listen to...
Right, wait, was that legit real? Is that the guy that I seen a long time ago say that he fell in love with his AI chatbot and he proposed to it and married that I'm sorry, tinfoil hat on. I know that there's probably people around the world like this, but there is absolutely no way that was genuinely fucking real. There's no way, bro. If it is, wow. Color me surprised.
Liam, ChatGPT, read you bedtime stories. I'm not going to stop you. Feel free. That is totally fine. If you want to keep supporting real creators that you know are actual people, then keep doing that. Thanks for going down this rabbit hole with me. I know this isn't my usual normal type of content. I do gaming if you're here for the first time. So subscribe and click on one of these videos if you want to see it.
Well, this is the first video I've seen from him.
Shaky hands or not, you've got this.
And I don't know if I would be willing to give that up.
But that must be scary for you. That's the father of your daughter. You would stop if she asked?
I don't know.
Cool. Wow. Oh, he's playing Silk Song too. I'm almost done with Silk Song. I've had a blast the entire time. Well, what I've got to say is, oh, dude, my girlfriend's an artist, so she absolutely despises AI, man. But I get it. I mean, I get the perspective. I mean, look, right. Here's my take on it, because I've used AI for a while now, here and there, but mostly to do kind of boring logical things, I feel like, rather than, you know, like rather than creative things. But I've used it to make a thumbnail or two just to see how it would do. Not on my main, not on this channel, but on an alternate channel. I made like a tree and something else, like with the universe coming out of its head or something like that, on my more metaphysical focused channels now. But never to do any scripts, never to do any like long form, like the Sleep Historian, for example. It would be more fun to just read the history book and then make your video on it, you know, like have it by your side or something. I've done this with the 7 Hermetic Principles. I sort of put a moving background with, I forgot what I'd done in those videos. They're so old at this point, but it feels so much better to do that. I don't know, but I get it because there's the money making part of it. I know that's essentially why people have to be doing it. Even if there's a little bit of ounce of passion for what they're feeding through the AI machine, I'm not sure if it's all the way just for the love of history. And yeah, nah, I don't know. Okay, get your bag, I guess, until the restrictions are tighter. Maybe the restrictions will never be tighter. I do at least hope for this. I don't have really a crazy emotional stake in this. I think the natural resource exhausting from when ChatGPT is used needs to be just checked. A lot of this stuff, I just hope there's regulations and checks on. I really, it's not going anywhere, like he said, and I'm not gonna, you know, take up arms and be rioting in the streets against AI. I think AI, like the conversations I've had with it, if used consciously and used with a high level of awareness, it can be a real partner in crime when it comes to the furthering of the collective consciousness. But aside from that, I think I'm going to keep faith that it'll push people to want the more authentic and organic creation of content and different products, like movies and everything, from individuals over an AI generated movie or script or whatever, video game. So you know what I'm saying? So it's just the state of the day and age that we're going into. Much love and Moonlight. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.